Welcome to Eat, Move, Think. I'm your host this week, Dr. Jennifer Zelovitzky, and I'm the Clinical Director of Women's Health and Vitality here at Medcan. I'm thrilled to be kicking off a new season of the podcast. Our new all-video format means you can listen or watch each episode featuring a Medcan expert like me discussing a relevant and relatable health issue directly with you, the viewer or listener, and providing guidance based on our expertise. Today, we're diving into an important question. Is it burnout? Or could something else be affecting your health? Understanding this distinction is crucial because each condition requires a different approach to treatment and recovery. Misidentifying burnout could mean overlooking a deeper health issue that needs specific attention. So that's exactly what we're going to explore today. I'll be sharing 5 other health concerns that affect both men and women that could be brushed off as burnout, and I'll provide advice on how to address each one. First, let's break down what burnout really is. Burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, often linked to work. It can make you feel drained, detached, and overwhelmed by everyday responsibilities. You might start avoiding work, calling in sick more often, or pulling back from activities you once enjoyed, like cooking, exercising, or getting together with friends. If left unaddressed, burnout can take over your life, leaving you feeling completely depleted. Burnout is a diagnosis of exclusion, though, so it's important to rule out these 5 other health concerns before embarking on a course of treatment for burnout. So let's dive into what these other health concerns might be. The first health issue that's often confused with burnout, iron deficiency or anemia. While about 3% of men may suffer from iron deficiency due to certain health conditions or dietary factors, iron deficiency mostly affects women who are menstruating. That's because they lose blood on a consistent basis. Women with heavy menstrual periods are particularly prone to this, and they lose more iron through blood loss. Vegetarians, vegans, and those who follow plant-based diets are also at risk since the richest sources of iron are found in red meat. Symptoms of low iron include fatigue, shortness of breath, and even difficulty concentrating. One telltale sign that it may be an iron deficiency and not burnout is leg cramps. But if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, you should talk to your physician and ask for a ferritin test to check your iron levels. If you're low in iron, it's easily remedied with a plan to incorporate more iron-rich foods into your meals. If you do eat meat, you can incorporate more red meat, poultry, and fish, all of which are heme iron, which is more easily absorbed by the body. Plant-based options like beans, lentils, tofu, and spinach are good options too. They're non-heme iron, which is less easily absorbed by the body, but still beneficial. Or your physician may recommend an iron supplement. Pairing these with a source of vitamin C like citrus foods, orange juice, bell peppers, tomatoes, or broccoli can enhance the iron absorption. The next health concern to consider is a B12 deficiency. B12 is essential for red blood cell production and nerve function. Without enough B12, you might experience fatigue, brain fog, or, and this is a telltale sign it's not burnout, numbness in your hands and feet. And as we age, our bodies are less able to absorb B12. It's mainly found in animal products like meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products. So vegetarians, vegans, or those on plant-based diets often experience a B12 deficiency, at least more often than others who do eat animal products. You can still get B12 through plant-based milk like soy, almond, and oat, breakfast cereals, or meat substitutes, but it can be quite limited. The good news is a blood test can identify a B12 deficiency, and taking an oral supplement or getting a B12 injection can often remedy it quickly. Another condition that can mimic burnout is depression. Depression can present in a variety of ways, and some of them are similar to burnout, like disinterest in work or feeling tired all the time. But a few of the more common signs to look for are a bit different. You want to notice if you have persistent feelings of sadness, so feeling sad a lot more than you feel happy, general hopelessness, or a lack of interest in activities you once enjoyed. Depression may also show as changes in sleep patterns, so sleeping way more or not being able to sleep at all, a change in your appetite, or a sense of guilt. If you're feeling this way, it's important to contact your physician for help. Therapy, medication, or often a combination of both can be highly effective in managing depression. Another possible issue that can be mistaken for burnout is thyroid dysfunction. An underactive thyroid, or hypothyroidism, can cause extreme fatigue, changes in your weight, changes in your menstrual cycle, hair loss, and mood swings. Some of those symptoms might seem like burnout, but actually stem from that hormonal imbalance. A simple blood test can diagnose thyroid issues, and then your physician can determine the best course of action to regulate your thyroid. And finally, let's talk about perimenopause, a condition that affects millions of women in their 40s and 50s. This transition period before menopause can last several years and is often accompanied by similar symptoms to burnout, such as brain fog, lack of focus, feeling overwhelmed or stressed, mood swings, and disinterest in things. But other key symptoms to look for are hot flashes, night sweats, and sleep disturbances. Also, having an irregular period can be a sign you're entering perimenopause. Unfortunately, 1 in 5 women consider leaving the workforce due to untreated perimenopausal symptoms, and 1 in 10 actually do leave the workforce. So it's really important to speak to your physician or ask for a referral to a menopause specialist who can work with you to manage these symptoms through hormone therapy or non-hormonal therapy, or can recommend you to a menopause specialist like myself, who sees dozens of women every single week in my practice at Medcan and can help you through perimenopause and beyond. All right, so we've covered 5 other health issues that could be mistaken for burnout. While it might feel daunting to navigate these concerns, the good news is that all of them are treatable and many are actually preventable. It's key that if you're feeling any of these symptoms, talk to your physician and go in armed with knowledge about these potential issues. Getting a comprehensive annual health assessment from Medcan can give you a deeper understanding of your health. Available for anyone, whether you're a Medcan client or not. It includes up to 15 tests and a dynamic blood and urine panel that helps identify disease indicators and health issues, such as those I touched on today. In the same appointment, you'll receive personalized recommendations from one of our physicians to help you take action to improve your well-being. To learn about the annual health assessment, you can visit the link in our show notes and contact our team. We're here to help you feel your best and take control of your health. Thanks for listening. We'll be back soon with more insights to help you live well for life.
This podcast episode is intended to provide general information about health and wellness only and is not designed or intended to constitute or be used as a substitute for medical advice, treatment, or diagnosis. You should always talk to your Medcan healthcare provider for individual medical advice, diagnosis, and treatment, including your specific health and wellness needs. This podcast is based on the information available at the time of preparation and is only accurate and current as of that date. Source information and recommendations are subject to change based on scientific evidence as it evolves over time. Medcan is not responsible for future changes or updates to the information and recommendations and assumes no obligation to update based on future developments. Reference to or mention of specific treatments or therapies does not constitute or imply a recommendation or endorsement. The links provided within the associated document are to assist the reader with any specific information highlighted. Any third-party links are not endorsed by Medcan.